Hi, my name is Kevin and I hate overly long intros on YouTube. This is my P90. There are many P90s like it, but this one is mine. Without me, my P90 is useless. Without my P90, I am useless. I must fire my P90 through. But with 50 bullets in a magazine, you have some room for error. This room for error is often showcased on the livestream over at twitch.tv/KRASHED. Drop a follow and come say hi. And while you're at it, slap a like on the video and don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy my content. It helps out a lot getting discovered on YouTube and stuff. Are we over the 15-second limit for an intro yet? Yes? Oh no. I hope there's not gonna be any angry comments. Technically we have already started, so I hope there's not gonna be too much bullying this time. Have you ever wondered what it feels like to unleash the wrath of 50 pissed off giant hornets and instill fear into your enemies? Well, now you too can experience this bliss. This baby spews pure hatred at a whopping 900 RPM. 900 RPM is 15 bullets a second. A blink of the eye lasts for about a tenth of a second or 0.1 second. In this time frame, the P90 has already fired 1.5 bullet. Blink and you'll miss it. Literally. Now you might be thinking, Kev, that sounds amazing. What's the adder underneath the grass? Oh, wait. That's a Dutch saying. What's the catch? What's the price? Well, a P90 is not cheap at about 100k rubles stock from the Peacekeeper. But for this setup, it is highly recommended to try the flea market for some killer deals. People list their P90s for about 60k on the flea market as of the making of this video, and you can save about 100k on the entire setup. The best ammo, the type I recommend you to run, is the SB193, and about $3 each kind of makes up for it, in the current climate of really expensive ammo. My setup consists of a stock P90. We remove the upper receiver and replace it with the FN upper receiver. This one is extremely low profile and thus preferable over the stock version. You can add any optic on this thing, but my pick is the Vortex Razor Holosight. For some reason, this thing kind of reminds me of the Xenomorph from the Alien franchise, and I like it. But you can pick your own favorite. I also slapped the FN attenuator silencer on there. It should fit straight on the stock flash hider. And as always, the cherry on top, the Holosun laser. Check out my lasers video on why you should be running them always. Link in the description. You'll see a slight variation in builds coming up, but this is the one I settled on. It's not the cheapest, but it's so much fun and it absolutely shreds. Since its addition to Tarkov, it's quickly become one of my go-tos and one of my favorite guns to use. Please excuse the jitteriness in this clip. Is that a word? Anyway, the footage is not as smooth as I would want it to be. I've been having slight issues with the streaming rig and hoping to upgrade soon. Anyway, there's been quite some shooting going on in the East Wing where I'm at now. So we start prepping mentally, and of course, by popping a painkiller. With modern means, you can also take these as a liquid in the form of morphine and also as a petroleum jelly in the form of Vaseline or Golden Star. With enemies close, I want to really move from room to room as much as I can, limiting the amount of time I'm exposed in the hallway. The listening game starts as we try to gather as much intel of the location of our enemies as possible. I have a gut feeling that they might be one floor down. I don't like taking this northern stairs for two reasons. First, if you move down a staircase with enemies below you, they will have a long time to be able to see and shoot at your legs and torso before you'll be able to see them. Second reason is because there's glass on this part of the hallway. It's pretty loud and a dead giveaway of my position. So we move to the hole in the ground here. The approach will be faster and it might catch them off guard. I spot this laser pointer on the wall and it's not looking like a warm welcome, so first priority is to get into cover. What the hell? Do you guys see that laser? Overall positioning here is not the best. I'm pretty exposed from the west wing and people from upstairs possibly dropping down on top of me. My only route of escape is being fed into the highest traffic hallway in the entire map. I kind of set myself up here from dropping down the hole, but this is the situation as it is, and we have to make the most of it. So again, we start moving from room to room to minimize the amount of exposure. A guy on my right. Also a guy on my left. Yeah, 2 dudes. This room is also pretty bad for me to be in, because there's no exit behind me. The only in and out is directly in front of me, but I'm not sure if the guy on my right knows I'm even here. He could be prone to wait for me to come out, so I wait a little bit and see what happens. And continue listening for more cues. Maybe one of them pushes up and I can catch them by surprise. Bad spot, yeah. I don't really have too much room to work here. Half nades, okay. It's gonna be tough throwing them on the right. I can do this on the left. Yeah, it's FN. Now that the guy on my right is in a firefight, it's a way better time to start moving, as he's certainly not holding an angle on me and distracted. But I don't want to move straight away, because I fear the guy who's on my left has now directed his full attention to this side. And I'll be an easy target, exiting the room with my back towards the west wing on my left. Again, this is what poor positioning does for you. I really want to get out of this spot, but I have to time it just right to make a push to the right side. But before we do anything, pop a painkiller. Or in this occasion, lube up. The Golden Star functions as a painkiller with a longer lasting duration. It's great stuff. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, by the way. Maybe one day. Fucking hell, chat. When you see me toss nades like this, seemingly at random, it's because they are random, to me, when they happen. With the bit bot, chat can make my character do things with bits. They can shout dicky needles, or as you see right now, for 100 bits they can toss grenades. It's a great way for chat to interact with my game and basically screw me over. It's a lot of fun, but in the moment it forces me to think fast. Almost always forcing me to straight up push with the enemy knowing I'm coming. Pro tip if you want to improve your Tarkov game is to not use this software. I'm also not sponsored by the bitbot in any way, but I do feel the need to explain what is happening here. Since we've now gone loud anyway, we can start pre-firing and making the push. I just want to get out of this hallway and close the distance to the dude in the east wing. Make a mental image of how much better this position is for me. 2 ways to get in and out of the hallway. Sure, it's very high traffic, but we also have the balcony in the back we can jump over when necessary. You always want to be on the lookout for locations that have multiple ways of escape and give you room to move about. Chat fired the shot for 50 bits, but this grenade is on me. If you want to toss a nade around the corner, hold down the left alt and hold down S to do sideways blind fire. Keep holding the buttons down and press G to toss a nade around the corner on your left. With the dude down and unsure if he has a teammate or a third party, we don't want to stick around on the murder scene. I move to a side area that has a lot less high traffic and use that to heal up in relative safety. Of course, while still listening out if someone's coming or not. I think there's another guy on the right. You can heal up and repack a mag at the same time if you trigger the heal first and then repack during the animation of the heal. Let's hope he doesn't come down. P90 is beast, yeah. P90 is awesome, man. I hate the bitbot, man. But it's not about what I like. Bitbot is there to entertain the chat. How many dead dudes? Still a guy out there. I think he ran past. Couldn't tell if he was up or down. After the raid spin? I'm good. Nice, dude. Yeah, the raids have been good, man. It's been good. West wing. If that is the same guy. With those guys juking it out, I can just take this stuff and let them play it out. I'll third party them later. No problemo. After grabbing some loot, I move to the roof of the east wing to see if I can spot them in the west. I don't really see anything, so we move back down to see if they've already moved to the east wing in the meantime. Is he upstairs? My ears. My ears. Now I know roughly where the other guy is. Probably in the same connected rooms with the balcony where I made the remark it's a better place to be. I want to push up and not hold this angle because it's a very tight one and will make my shot more difficult. And also give him a lot of room to fall back into cover. I've spent quite a bit of time in the east wing up until this point, so I'm confident I'm the only guy here and there's not a rando above me or below me pushing up to shoot me in the back. That is the only reason why I'm slow sneaking now, because this middle floor of the resort is the main high traffic area. You never want to slow crouch in these extremely hot zones unless you know it's safe. Where is he? Closet? Two of five. Bruh. So once again, I'm being given away by the bitbot and the dicky needles. Halfway through the spray, my hand somehow stopped working. I don't know, but he was also tanking a lot more hits than what I anticipated. We tossed a nade to keep him occupied and also as a distraction. And maybe we'll flush him out of the other side of this room. Anyway, I don't think he realized that there's 2 entries to this room and he went in from behind the closet jump. So my flank was kind of an easy one and he never saw it coming. I bet after this fight he will never forget about the secondary approach. GG to these guys and also GG to the chat. Yeah, my aim on the first spray was really bad. I thought I had him. I don't know what happened, like my hand didn't move anymore. And GG to this guy, man. So it was a pretty cool raid. I know a lot of you want to see the spoils, so here you go. This is kind of what my backpack looked like when we exited. So I started this episode off aiming to make more of a highlight reel and then started to narrate the raid. Yeah. And I turned it into more of a breakdown video. So to give you a bit of both worlds, here's some more cool P90 clips. Hello? This guy coming up is a paid actor, an example of why you don't want to be sneaking in high traffic hallways without knowing if it's clear or not. Fun fact, random fact, that one of my brothers, I have 2 brothers, right? One of my brothers, they misheard the lyrics to this song and he thought they said 6-pack. Since then, I can never unhear the 6-pack. Hi. What you doing? What you doing back there? How's the view from down below? Great, you ruined it for us too. Alright, we have to go this way. He's in here. So as quick as he comes out, he goes back in the room again. We use this time to move up and change position slightly, mainly exposing less of our body. Where we are standing right now is full exposure and he has our entire body to shoot at. We move to the wall in front so we are less exposed and close the distance. The P90 is an SMG after all. The closer we get, the better. You're still alive. This man cannot be beat by bullets alone. We need to engage Terminator mode and forget about cover altogether. This man can only be bested when we assert full dominance and slowly move in for the kill.
You are terminated.
50 round mags are truly a blessing, by the way. Sneaky mate, I thought he was a part of the scenery, man. I was just thinking like, hey, I didn't know there was oh fuck. Didn't know there was mushrooms growing in the factory. Oh shit, man. Was this guy also running some kind of viewer kit or what? Jesus. What? I'm gonna leave the Saiga. My god. Oh shit.